Hey guys, thanks for coming. I appreciate it. I am just doing a little bit of setup right now. One second. I apologize. Taking me just a little bit to get started. Okay, just one moment. I apologize. It's a little bit of a rough start for me. Things here, but whatever. It is what it is. All right, so there we go. And fantastic. We've got all of these things that are happening. Okay. So all I'm doing is just modding my police station so that it matches up with all Lego police colors. I used to have it all as black and things like that, and that's cool and all, and I liked it, but I had a plan to do something, and I fell through. So now I can't find the roof section because it's on the bottom. Okay. So we're just removing some things and putting in some things and doing some things. If anybody watches this later, I appreciate you coming by and watching it. Are just trying to make it so that our police station is a little friendlier. That's all. And you see all these big black and dark scary colors and things like that. You know, it paints an image that nobody wants to see. How are we looking? We're looking pretty good. Just gonna fix that section right there. We're going to use some methods here that may seem unnatural to a Jedi, but to me right now it works. So alrighty, so almost got this completed. There are a few things that I obviously need to do, so just bear with me. It's about the journey. I've got Green Day stuck in my head for some reason, but I'm not sure why. So I used to have this big black pillar that went up on the station that was, this is a much better angle. It was right there. It was over here. No, it was right here. My fat fingers are pointing at. So what we are going to do is we're replacing that with a blue pillar to match the blue and white exterior. Like we had this before. And that made it kind of oppressive in my head, and I just wanted to stop that. So I did. And we're going to do this. These blue pieces are extremely old. Yeah, so we're going to see how it looks at the end of it. If it's a problem, we might be rearranging some parts and doing some other things. Time will tell. And the lighting in here isn't that great. I don't really care right now. This isn't a. It's just kind of spur of the moment on a Sunday morning. All I'm doing is stacking bricks on bricks. I'm not doing anything super like, oh my god, you know. So, almost there. A few more to go. I think I might start doing this every Sunday and then going from there. And like this idea of having a nice little Sunday morning and building and people join, great. If not, that's okay too. So I have Green Day stuck in my head. At least there's that. Yeah. Singing and talking to yourself are two different beats. If I'm singing, then it's okay, but if I'm talking, I come off as a madman. Alright, so how are we doing, pillar? I have overshot. Not that much though. Okay. Alright, so there's the door. I'm gonna put this right there. Boom, bam. That's already looking a lot better. I already like that look of things as it were. A lot more friendlier. A lot more whatever. It's good. So all these black tiles and toss them in the bin. Just remind me. So we gotta dig out some more blue for later on. We still have 2 other floors to manage and to change. A lot of people will use Studio or like sketch paper and like do a piece count of what they need. And I'm not that guy. I've never been that guy. I tried being that guy, but like I need the bricks in my hand to be able to do it. I don't know if that's a detriment to my ability or if that is a plus or just a different stroke for different folks. I'm hoping that I don't run out of blue tile. I don't think I'll run out of blue tile. But I might run out of blue tile. And then I guess that will be the end of the stream if that happens. And you'll never know what happened to the police station. Whoa! How are we doing? You're doing good. Okay, so this right here is a problem. I had a connection point. Jeez, not even much of a connection point. This was when I was getting to this point in the build when I originally built it. I was like scrounging for parts. I didn't have anything like together or even sort of organized. This counts as sort of organized with my collection and everything else. It's not congratulations. We've sorted everything by piece and color yet, but it helps. But that's, it's the nature of things. It takes a very concentrated mind to just be able to sit and sort, and it helps if you have friends that come over and, help you sort, but with the situation in the world right now, that's not an option. And that's okay. It doesn't always have to be an option. Sometimes it's good to be by yourself. Because you can't enjoy your own company. No? You need to change that. Whether that be your perspective on things or just life in general. Alright, so we found that, which is good. So normally with a modular, you'll have connection points at every corner. And since this thing is not at all like any other modular that I've ever attempted to build or have built or have messed around with or whatever, it's taken a little bit of finesse. And by that, I mean, I'm on a wing and a prayer here most of the time to try to get this to work. So that's good. So we've got we have the second floor taken care of as far as the look and feel of it. We've got that blue coming in, which pops. I'm hoping that when I put the third floor on, which I'll do last, I can change it up even more and get rid of I'll get rid of some of the things on here that I don't really appreciate it. So, all aboard. That moment when you realize that maybe I put these connection points in wrong and it stops becoming a maybe, and you're like, why am I trying to take this apart? Do I hate myself? Maybe it's fine the way it is. Oh, there we go. Okay, it pops right on off. Alright, so if you go to any other Lego YouTuber, you'll see a nice, clean, and firm connection with how things look in here and how it all flows together. Now with mine, unfortunately. So the idea of this police station was that it's not like a full-on like middle of the city precinct, right? Like it's not HQ, as it were. This is definitely a place that you would find at a midpoint in a city, like a staging ground, and like a lot of prisoner transfers would happen here, and a lot of staging for raids would happen here, and a lot of, just it's more work than place to visit, I guess, if that makes sense. Not that you'd want to go to a, I don't know, I'm babbling. So, keeping all of that in mind, keeping that we are making some changes, so we got that guy right there. So, we're going to put that there to remind me that I've got to get some spacing in so that I can do what I would like to do. So, we're going to change that just a little bit. We're going to change that a whole lot. But again, we're just going over the sections that I didn't really appreciate and going from there. There was a lot of work that was left undone on this police station when I was making it. And my goal today is just to maybe not finish up that work, because it takes time. It does. But to modify that work so that when I look at it, it doesn't tweak my brain in the wrong places. And that's part of it too. That's a big part of building, and that's a big part of just life in general, I guess. That you can see something and you can be happy with the end product. Now I know I'm not a woodworker or anything like that. I'm just a kid with some Lego right now. I'm not even a kid. I am an adult. So I remind myself. Did I make this uneven? I think I made it uneven. That's uneven. Yeah. It's really weird. There's a lot of different ways that I went about doing this when I was building it originally. And so I'm trying to figure that out as I move along here. I don't know why some of this is the way it is. And part of me wants to revisit all of this right now, but we're not going to do that. We're just going to fix some of the things that are broken, and then we're going to go from there. That is what I tell myself. But don't do that right now. Yeah. Alright. So That's even right there. That is all even. So why the heck? There's like an extra row on here for no reason. So we can do that. Okay, that works. Yeah, see, it totally works. But why is that? That's even. I see what I did. Okay. Okay. Alright. Alright. I see what I did there. Big doof. Alright. Perfect. Ish. So the problem was that was sunken down a whole nother level, and I don't know why. Sorry, I'm reading a chat that I've got going on right now. Alright, there you go. So we got that figured out to the point where I'm happy. And yeah. So let's finish off some of the molding that we have over here. So this looks weird because of the molding, which, you know, doesn't look right in some places or whatever, okay? So like I can admit when things don't look quite right with a build, that doesn't bother me to do. So I wanted to create not a 3D effect, but I wanted to, of course, but I wanted to give the effect that it's standing out a little bit. And like, okay, so that's just scratched off right there. I'm gonna do arrange it so that I don't know if it's called 3D or not, or if it would be 3D, but like it has a certain illusion to it. Illusion, but whatever, really. I guess I was going for that. Things are looking up. Got that right there. What did I just break? Oh, okay. This over here. It's a whole mess. So we're gonna do. That's to do. I'm gonna do that, and then I don't know if this is gonna work or not. So I gotta turn this around so that I can see it better. Easy. All right. So no. That's a no-go, Bob. How are we looking? Looking alright, but we're not looking great. So can I drop things?
I can.
Okay. Alright. Did that fit? Will it fit? Right there. Sort of. Okay. So excellent. And we're gonna fix a problem on here that I've had for a while. Now we're gonna do it in a haphazard way. But that's the beauty of this outlet for creativity, is that I can revisit this. I'm streaming for 26 minutes. Total of me watching, so. Don't do it to get the views, but do it to interact with people. You know, it's just me mumbling and talking to myself. Well, that's not entertaining for anybody. Alright, so a lot of these blue pieces come from my childhood. So some of them appear to have been eaten by a crocodile, or at least a young Jeff, or chewed on to the point of no longer usable. So that's what happened with that piece. How are we looking? Not good. Okay, so part of the problem is that I can cover that up. Alright, I'm going to show you what's bothering me. So that gap right there, I forgot to put these things on there. So yeah, but look at that though. The last time that I separated this, there was some pieces falling off, and there was some problems, and yada shmada, and it was just a mess. That was a smooth transition for the most part. There's still some work to be done. That was smooth though. Alright, so we're gonna do this to make sure that that's in there where it belongs. It's right there, so that way when we put this on top right there, this is plush up against that wall like that. And then to make it a little more, and then nobody can see this. I'll show you in just 2 seconds, okay? 1,000, 2,000. So we got that right there. We got a nice blue smooth bar right there. So we've got that. We got some of the bugaboos covered up, right? On my sheet. With like a hope and a prayer, we've got that going for us, okay? So let's, on the second floor right here, we've got this piece right here that I'm not really fond of being there, so we're going to change that out with a blue piece. And we got a little light over here for no reason, other than we have a little light over there for no reason. But, so this will stay right there. Door still opens up. Life is good. Life is returning to the police station in a manner in which I wanted it to. So next part's going to be a problem. So next part, I mean, the roof is going to be an issue. Just give me one moment, pretty please. This, I knew that was going to eventually happen. I just didn't know when. So I made this so that it's very easily disconnected for when I do display this next year at my local show, which is Frick Universe, I believe. Alright, so all I'm doing is removing some bricks up front. I was stuck with that same idea when you build the things around. So what we've got to do now is separate this roof, which is not the best roof in the world, from the rest of the structure. At the time when I built this, I was so frustrated with my lack of ability to build and like my lack of motivation to do anything. It was a bad time. I was like, one and done, let's do it. And then it was a rush to get this all done and to make it look the way I wanted it to, and yada shmana, and basically just did a bad job on the third floor. And so third floor is like supposed to be some offices for detectives that they do have. They do 2 detectives and a captain. And I want to make, over here is the armory, brick arms, guns, and things like that. And I wanted to make a staging area along this wall and back corner over here. So I think I'm going to do that. Not today, because right now I just want to get this looking the way that I would like. Which might be problematic. The fun side to this is my black tile game is strong after all this. And you can use black tile for like homemade roads and things like that. Dr. McBrick does it. A couple of other YouTubers do it as well. Bevan's Builds does something incredibly crazy and uses the Mills plate system, which is never ever going to be for me. That requires patience, maybe some OCD, and understanding, and that just ain't me. As much as I would like it to be, it just ain't. So. Alright, so obviously I've got some connection points right here that we have to address. Alright, so when I made this, like I said, I was in a very bad place for the most part, and that's not important. What's important is that I have to fix this now. And I'm not sure how. It's uneven, so it creates a 5 or a 7 point connection. Okay, so I think I'm going to leave it as it was, use the blue tiling to make it look nicer. Not nicer, to make it look, to match the rest. And then hope nobody calls me out on it. So we're going to remove all of this black tile up here, room. and we're going to do. Okay, that'll work. Will that work? No, it will not. That will work though, which is stellar. That won't. That's problematic. Okay. Wait, no, because one side of this was a 3. Yeah. Okay. So Saved by the Bell. All right. So upside is that we're gonna do this because it can be done and not require much brain power. I don't know where this came from, and I'm slightly bothered. But that's okay. Why is that? That was a connection point. That's why that's like that. Okay. Okay. So we're gonna do that for right now. Let's find going. I gotta find a 1x4 tile. Or a 1x4 stud job. Stud job sounds dirty. I'm gonna stay with it. Yeah, that'll work. The awkward silence. It's a little hard to come up with something to talk about on digging through bricks besides where is this thing? So, I apologize. It's not riveting entertainment. And so we'll get into, if you come across this and you like the style of things and all that fun stuff, I'm not the guy that's going to ask you to do the things and cook the things. But if you like this, you should check out Maniac for Breakfast every Wednesday and Friday. And I do a Lego talk show in regards to just Lego in general, like. It becomes a fun game of me trying to stop Joey from going off the deep end, which is okay. But we do a lot of talking about Lego, a lot of building Lego. I do a lot of building Lego. He builds a lot of sets. And we generally just try to have a good time. Alright, so in theory, I've successfully done nothing. Good. Alright, fantastic. I have a little tray full of parts. Oh, okay, there it is. There's one. It's stuck underneath the wheel of an airplane. Excellent. Things are going as planned. So we're going to put this at a corner to make that connection piece a little bit stronger. So there we go. Okay, boom, bam. I should just say the heck with it and just rebuild the roof. If I'm being honest. It's not a bad idea, actually. Actually, I think that is what I'm going to do. Yep. So, that'll be another episode. When, I'm not sure. Probably on Sunday. Like I said, I like these little Sunday sessions with myself or other people. It's good too. Okay, so there's that. That is taken care of. We're gonna do that. Whammo. Whammo. And whammo. And then, yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. You don't like that. Oh, I got her 1x8. No! Excellent! Okay. Okay. Alright, so here's the situation. That's the problem. That's right there. This over here. It's just a problem. Okay. And, that's 11 in length right there. That might work though. So let's see how this does. And that 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I just have to remember that when I take the roof off, that'll work. I just need to find it. And when I take the roof off, there is a specific way to do it. Actually. So it's a lot like a Ziploc bag. You just gotta run your finger across the zipper and make sure that it's all sealed up. Because if you don't, you run into problems later. You got spilled food. Who wants spilled food? This fat guy. I certainly don't want spilled food. If anybody ever asks, why is math so important and you build with Lego? This is why. So you don't run into these problems later on a build and you're trying to make it all work, but you don't know how. So that's got to be offset. That's going to have some odd numbers there too. all this black pieces over here and toss them into the wind, as it were. Okay. Excuse me. And like, I understand that like it can get tedious because you're just going brick after brick after brick after brick on some of this stuff, and like that gets old real quick. So you've got to not make it a game per se, but you've got to keep in mind that it's all building towards something, you know. And I don't know, I treat it like a Zen moment where it's everything that's in your head or on your mind just kind of melts. Something at school that happened or something at work that happened, you know, you can shut it all out. And boom, bam. All right, so over here we created a situation. If I do that, we're all set right there, and that's great. But if I do this, I'm gonna run into the odd number problem again. But we're gonna tackle this with vigor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, not vigor. That was maybe a little bit much, but that's the wrong one. I'm gonna get at least the rear squared off, and then we'll call it a day after that. I'm gonna run up to the store and run some errands. Sundays aren't that big of a deal to me. I just the nerd herd gathers on Sunday, and the nerd herd is what I call my friends. Because the other thing we can play Dungeons and Dragons. But with these trying times, we play online. Well, I can't use that one. Yeah, I'm just going to peel this off. You don't even know what I'm talking about, so it's fine. I don't know, not because I'm a jerk or anything, but like, I'm just going to do it. This looks like garbage. Alright, so it was that. Just no bueno. Sipping through all to the blue, and me feeling blue. Next week I think I'm going to be working on Turtle Sub. I think I might actually do that on Wednesday with just jamming with Joey. And all we're going to be doing is we're not going to be talking about a specific theme, we're not going to be talking about this or that. We're going to grab some bricks,
And we're just gonna sit down, we're gonna build, and we're gonna top. Ooh, I know. So, I think we're getting ready to have a guest star on there at one point. I don't know who yet. It's pretty cool. So, does guest star really apply for web-based entertainment? I'm gonna call it guest star. I'm sure Joey will be. No, it's one of our Lego friends.
Either way, it's a guest star to me. So I found literally nothing that will help me with this process up here. I found that. And I found nothing for that. But I've got my little piece parts bin. I might be able to. So and the tiles. Oh, so this is what I use for my little rounded parts and things like that. My little accessory parts, if you will. Sometimes I get lucky and I find things in here that I wasn't expecting. This is not one of those days. So, okay, so let's. So what we have is we've got I need a 1x2 tile times 2. I need a 1x6 tile times 1. And I need a 1x1 tile or an alternative means to an end. And then I can say that the new roof is almost complete. So there's that, which is pretty dope. We need the radar dish set up so we can radar dish things. Functionality, it turns. So we've got to fix this part at one point in our journey. Wait a minute. I think I might be able to cheese it. No, I can't. I can't cheese it because I didn't use. Yeah. Okay. No cheesing. So I'm going to cheese it over here. No. Did I build it too perfectly? Yes. I really built it too perfectly. That's okay. There's also a thing I want to do. Alright, so. Move some of this out of the way so that nothing falls over and everything is great. And do that. Move this out of the way. Do that. You can. Okay, so there's some table land stuff over here. That's not important. That's for something else entirely. It has nothing to do with my jam. Fit. Don't break. What do I got? What's going on? Why is this not? There's a whole bunch of crap. Okay. So, here we go. Boom, bam. Fantastic. Okay. So that's how this works. So we got that settled in again, and there were some things that I wanted to do to the front out here. But I think that's it for the day. So thank you very much if you eventually watch this. My name's Jeff. If you'd like to contact me more, I've got an Instagram page. It's literally just my name. And you'll see a picture of Porkins from Star Wars. Anyway, thank you very much, guys. You have a wonderful day, and thanks for watching if you watched.